English candidates, let's learn. Stop scrolling. 1 minute for English. Which is correct? Only I and my mother are present, or only my mother and I are present. Which is correct and which is wrong? Now, before you answer, let's consider the techniques behind this. English idiom requires that when a person is speaking of himself or herself and others, when you're talking about yourself and others, he or she must mention the other person or persons first and leave himself last. When you want to discuss about what happened between you and others, you mention others first, then you mention yourself last. Just like saying, only I and my mother are present. No, that's not correct. You don't mention yourself. You don't say only I. You have to mention the people, the person or persons first before you mention yourself. So the second one is more correct. Only my mother and I are present. So this is the correct one. Because of this, you mention the people you're talking about first. Then you mention yourself last. Only my mother and I are present. Now let's consider other examples. Example number 1. My children and I visited my mom last week. My children and I visited my mom last week. You don't say I and my children. Rather, you mention the people first before yourself. My children and I. Don't say I and my children. No. My children and I visited my mom last week. Second one, the teacher and I discussed about it. The teacher and I discussed about it. This is correct. And it is wrong to say I and the teacher discussed about it. You don't say that I and the teacher discussed about it. No. The teacher and I, remember, always mention I last. Okay, the third example. My friends and I held a meeting last week. My friends and I held a meeting last week. Don't say I and my friends. Always mention the person or the people first before I. My friends and I had a meeting last week. Hope you learned. Always speak right. Don't forget it's Mrs. Scholar. See you next time.